Good evening and welcome to the Angie Cumming Show. Today I'm going to cook you one of my favorite Italian dishes. It's really easy and really fast. And I know we're all on really tight schedules, and cooking fast is one of the most important things to do to be able to save time but still eat healthy. So you grab a nice handful of pasta and you just put it in the boiling water. I already have the water boiling. So you put that in there. I'm always a little stingy, so I always forget to sometimes put a little extra. It's better to have extra than to not have enough. So I've got some olive oil. This recipe requires olive oil, heirloom tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, garlic, and some butter. And we can't forget fresh cut basil from my own yard. So while this is cooking, you get your little utensil thingy and you push the pasta down, because I don't have one of those big giant pasta bowls. So while this is being shoved in the boiling water, so while the pasta's cooking, I am going to start prepping some of my other things. So I'm going to prep a little salad, because you can't have pasta without a little bit of salad. I love carrots, so I always sometimes buy it pre-shredded so I don't have to do the work because I'm a busy girl. And I buy lettuce, and my new favorite lettuce is this butter lettuce and radicchio. It is delicious, and it's like butter. I mean, it's not bitter for you salad eaters that don't like bitter lettuce, so I think this is a good compromise. So what you do is basically you pre-rinse. So you grab your lettuce and you put it in your little, I like to use a pasta strainer to clean my lettuce. Even though the bag says it's already pre-cleaned, you can never be too safe with bacteria. So we'll let that run for a little bit. And it's bubbling, so we don't want it to bubble over. So we're going to stir this. And then now this is clean. We have the carrots here. We need to get a little bowl. Let's see if it's where it usually is. Probably not. Okay, let's look in here. Okie dokie, and it's cut. Where the fuck is the bowl? Oh, and here's the bowl. So you put the washed lettuce inside the bowl, just like so. And then you let it sit there for a little bit so the little lettuces can breathe. And then you grab a little bit of carrots. Gotta be careful not to get any hair in the food, because no one likes hair in their food. That's kind of gross. So you get your nice amount of carrots, and that's pretty. It also adds color. So now look at that, look how pretty that looks. You've got the purples, the greens, and the orange. So we've got that taken care of. And then while we're at it, we're going to throw in some delicious heirloom tomatoes. They're really good. And I like to buy multiple size ones so that I can put the small ones in salads or in a pasta dish. And then like the bigger ones, I can cut them and put them on a sandwich. So we'll do that. We put a little bit of those in there, like so. And close that up. And we have this boiling over almost. Oops. Okay, so that's cooking very nicely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to light up this pan. And I'm going to get a tablespoon of butter. So we're going to do butter. There we go. Like that. We're going to make kind of like our own little sauce. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 seconds of olive oil. And then that's in there. We're going to let the butter melt as that's melting. And then we're going to get our garlic. And we're going to put a teaspoon of garlic. Gives it a little bit of flavor. So we have that going in there. And close that. Close this, make this look a little organized. So we get the skillet and give it a little toss there. Don't be shy or scared. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? You burn your house down. So as that's going and melting and looking so pretty, we don't want to overcook the pasta. You really want the pasta to be al dente when you're putting it in the sauce. So you actually want the pasta to kind of cook inside the sauce so it actually absorbs all those flavors and makes it so yummy. Cannot wait. I'm so hungry. Okay, so we'll put the salad over here. Can't forget the dressing. Just bought it today, actually. So we've got that. Oh, modern technology. They put these little safety wrappings on there, so I guess nobody will open and poison all the dressings at the supermarket. But it makes it such a bitch to open. There we go. Alright, yes. And we're going to put a little bit of dressing, like a lot of dressing actually, on my salad, like so. Give it a good little toss. Put that in the garbage. Alright, so that's, smell the garlic. Once you start smelling the garlic, that's when you know that it's ready to take on some of those other ingredients that we're going to put in there. So we did the garlic. So now we're going to put a nice, just like a handful of, I got pre-cut heirloom tomatoes. Put that in there. Nice little sizzle. It's always a good sound. So we've got the sizzle. Pasta's looking really good. And the basil I like to save for last. So once you put the pasta in, then you're going to put the basil in. And then you stir it all up. And you chow down. So, this is looking so good. And give this a little stir. We can lower that since the pasta's not quite ready. I used to have an old roommate, and I used to ask her, well, how do you know when the pasta's cooked? She goes, oh, that's easy. Well, you grab it, and you throw it up in the ceiling. And if it sticks, it's ready. And if it doesn't stick, it's not ready. So as you can see, the pasta's clearly not ready. And it was funny because when she said that, I looked up and there was about a dozen strings of spaghetti in her ceiling. God bless her. I wonder what she's doing. Her name was Michelle. She was in South Plainfield, New Jersey. So this is coming along just nicely. Like I said, we do want it al dente. So we're going to get close to shutting this off. Oh, look at that color. I mean, look how beautiful that looks. And we've got this pasta definitely ready to be transferred. Let's see. I'm going to try to be nice and neat about it. So you just grab this, let the water kind of, there you go. And then it's okay if you get some extra water inside. It'll just add to the sauce. Let me grab this. Oh, it smells so delicious. Okay, and as usual, I made too much. So, oopsie, we don't want to burn the spaghetti. Okay, so now we're just going to let this kind of cook with the sauce that we've made in there. And I need my little utensil. So easy. It's one of my favorites. I love pasta. Growing up in New Jersey with an Italian family, we ate pasta probably about, probably like 5 times a week at least. Makes it nice and big and strong, like an ox. So this is, get it in there nice, and obviously if you had a bigger pan, it probably would have been a lot easier. Like so. Yeah. And now what we're going to do, we're going to get that basil that's sitting right over here, and we're going to just like that. So yummy. Oh. They need to invent some sort of like smell feature so that you guys could smell what I'm cooking. It would be divine. Oh. I'm sure my cameraman is super excited. Okay. And now we are almost done here. Like that. Give it a nice little... I'm no Gordon Ramsay, but I like to toss my spaghetti a little bit, or I try. Okay, that's as good as I can do it. I'm not a professional chef from England or anything, so I'm not going to pretend. And now we're going to get our plates and serve our dinner. Love these plates, by the way. Aren't they pretty? It's so beautiful. Oopsies, I almost broke it. How beautiful. Let me break it. Okay, so like that. Can't forget the Parmesan cheese. Oh gosh, it smells so good. Haven't made this dish in a long time. Actually, you know what? Little secret. Grabbing spaghetti sometimes can be kind of a pain in the ass. Use some tongs. Oh, look at that. Just grab a nice amount and plate it. Oh. And the easiest thing to do sometimes, because all the goodies are stuck on the bottom. We don't want to crack the plate because that thingy's hot. So we grab the rest of the pasta. Oh, look at that. And then you get some of the colorful little heirloom tomatoes that are all stuck on the bottom. Some of that fresh basil. And you put some on top. Oh my goodness. And then basically, you grab, that's on top. So now you basically get your Parmesan cheese, and you sprinkle a little bit, or a lot, depends on what kind of taste you have. I actually love Parmesan cheese. Oh God. And the heat's just gonna make that all just melt. That's that. And there you have it. Doesn't that just look delicious? I call it spaghetti alla Angie. And that is how you prepare a meal in under 10 minutes. How was your day, son? Good. Eat up before it gets cold. Well, I'm Angie Cumming. I'll see you next time on the Angie Cumming Show. Good night. You like it? God, you're getting so big.